favor, just for fun. Do me a fun little favor. Thumbs down the video. That's right. Thumbs down the video. Please, thumbs down this video. I want to see it. I want to see all the thumbs downs on this video. Thumbs down the video if you are a super Batman fan. Alright, so with that said, boy, and I've been muted. The Riddler has controlled this already. Guess what, guys? I used to hate Batman. I used to absolutely 100% hate Batman. For the longest time, I hated Batman. I even made the Batman review, and I sent the review thumbs down the video because I hated Batman. Well, guess what, guys? You better thumbs up this video. Not for the Batman. I still kind of hate him. No, you know what you want thumbs up the video for? The Riddler. The Riddler forever, guys. And I am not alone. I am not alone tonight. We are going to be talking about none other than the Batman Forever with my buddy Nendroid243. Go ahead and tell all the people where they can find you at, buddy.
I hope you were fooling around with a little bit of that, buddy. But
I was.
Yeah.
I was. No, this movie is fantastic. I love the Batman now.
Okay. So, you guys can personally find me on my channel, Nendroid243. I'm going to get into the YouTube game. I have actually gone back into the YouTube game for the past 2 days. I've been doing live streams. Having a lot of fun on it, honestly. Like, man, great galactic chat-ups that we had on Friday.
Yeah, that was fun.
And last night was fun as well, talking about Comic-Con and stuff like that. So now I'm actually excited to talk about a movie which I haven't revisited in like 5 years. So I'm really excited to talk about it because I showed this guy. Oh wait,
yeah, you showed this guy. Yeah,
this movie, and I'm there like, you know what? Maybe because Dylan is kind of taking a break from Marvel right now because of some stuff.
Let's just face it. I absolutely hate Disney. It's not just some stuff. I just hate Disney in period.
Yeah, well, I said because he's doing that, I'm like, this is now the perfect opportunity to maybe show Dylan the rest of the DC movies and prove to him that DC is good, you know? Because I started off him with the painful ones, okay? And
the really painful ones.
And I was like, I'm showing these to you because I want to know your opinions on them before we get to the classic ones, you know, like Batman 1989, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman Robin, Superman 1, Superman 2, you know, The Dark Knight, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, like all the classic, like, yeah, they're good DC movies. Yep. The Batman Superman movies, the old ones, you know?
Yeah. With that said, before we really dive deep into our thoughts, let's go ahead and play this old intro that I am probably going to have to change now that I have seen Batman Forever.
Subscribe to Dylan's Little Hobbies right now.
Yeah, you might.
I'm going to add a GIF of Riddler there.
You gotta add DC there, buddy.
Yeah, I gotta add some Riddler to that for sure. Yes, welcome to Dylan's Little Hobbies. I haven't really been making videos or live streams on my channel for a little while. I actually kind of took a break. I was kind of feeling a little tired of what was going on. So this was actually a really good turnaround for me. I feel great. I can't believe how much I literally went from hating anything to do with DC other than the Joker movie to absolutely excited to see this next film. And of course, we'll be watching that film tonight, and then we'll probably be doing a review for it. Maybe not tomorrow, but we will be doing a review for Batman and Robin very soon. So stay tuned for that, because I do plan to,
Sometime,
especially with these old ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometime.
especially with these old ones.
Yeah. And then we'll go back because we kind of skipped over Batman Returns. We'll go back and watch Batman Returns then,
Yeah, we'll watch we'll watch all of them. We'll also watch the Superman ones, and I'm hoping I'm sure he's gonna show up sometime. You are not going to get an apology from me, Mister, until I see that movie.
Until he watches Superman 1 or Superman 2.
And I'm not going to name your name unless you show up, but if you show up, you're not going to get an apology from me until, and you know who you are, you're not going to get an apology from me about Superman until I see that movie, and only if it impresses me.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
The first Superman was actually on today on television, and I actually was watching a little bit. I'm like, oh my god, Man of Steel really did kill this.
You know what's really funny?
That's what said. I said this. I'm like, Man of Steel really did kill this character.
Yep.
Huh?
You know what's really funny? Out of everything you could have showed me, like you wanted to get me into DC, because truth be told, while I've never been a Batman fan, I have always been a Teen Titans fan. I like Static Shock. The Joker movie impressed me very well. V for Vendetta was really interesting. I really enjoyed V for Vendetta.
I like Shazam.
I like Shazam. There are DC movies, and for God's sakes, Aquaman. I love Aquaman. There have been some DC movies out there that I've liked, but I've never considered myself a DC fan. I'm just an average moviegoer. And my buddy over here has been trying to convince me that I'm actually a DC fan secretly, and I just don't want to admit it. Well, he was right. But he showed me in the worst way possible, because I'm telling you, this dude over here wants to get me into DC, and he shows me Man of Steel. Only convincing me that I hate it more.
Maybe after this, we should rewatch those movies just to see how more garbage it is.
And then do a stream.
Yeah.
How much we ate. Oh, give me a second, my dad.
Yep. So everyone, while I'm having my lollipop, of course, yeah, we did watch this movie. We did a hangouts and we were watching it. Very, very fun time just watching the movie. I enjoyed it. I legit it's almost like I just went back in time to watch an old movie, and man, oh man, I miss like honestly, this movie feels like a comic book. And
yeah, it really does.
That's why
something I really did enjoy about it. Thing is, I'm gonna be right back because I gotta go do something real quick. So, Ninjoid, keep them entertained for me, man.
Okay. So, everyone, you know what? I'm gonna be right back.
with him gone and I'm technically gone as well, I'll just sit here and do this while I literally am standing in the kitchen trying to make a pizza. Yeah, I've never actually been a Batman fan for the longest time. Never been a Batman fan for the longest time, and I'm actually really impressed with how much I ended up enjoying Batman Forever. Like, what's really strange is that he literally showed me, and I hate that film so much. Man of Steel and Batman versus Superman. Those movies were just my favorite. I hate the characters anymore. All those movies. So it was even a bigger surprise to me when I ended up absolutely loving them and the old films. At least Batman. It's so strange because of how many twists and turns this film actually had. I know, Deb.
Close your door. Close your door.
Okay, guys, so let's see what the comments are. Batman Forever isn't that horrible. I prefer Carrie Riddler. David, Batman Forever isn't that horrible. Are you kidding me? Batman Forever has been the best film. I'm not kidding. It was the best DC film I have ever seen, other than maybe the Joker. Like, Batman Forever was really kind of my speed, which is a humongous shock to me, at least. It was a huge surprise at how much I ended up really liking Batman Forever to me. So where should we start with Batman Forever? I think the best way to start really is just let's see.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay,
back.
good. It's definitely one of the best Bat. Oh boy. I'm not gonna say anything about Batwoman. I won't say anything about that. Um, but I definitely did enjoy the Riddler. That was fantastic. Enjoyed. Keep them entertained because I gotta start this pizza. Otherwise, my dad's gonna kill me. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
I forgot I'm live. I'm kidding. He's just hungry.
Okay, well, okay, so Batman Forever. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. It's one of my favorite Batman movies. And do I give two shits about what people have to say about that? Like, oh my god, you're not a true Batman fan. Yes, I am a true Batman fan. Or guess what? I would not be having so much merch, so many comics on Batman, and I know the character. I've read the character for years. And I mean, I have a freaking Batman statue, for crying out loud. Batman magnet, Batman, tons of Batman minifigures, and all this other stuff, action figure, and all this, even a Pez dispenser, for crying out loud. Right all the way up here, I have a Batman Pez dispenser. Heck yeah, guys. So, let me talk about Batman Forever. Batman Forever, honestly, is good. People, I'm telling you, I loved Riddler in it. Jim Carrey's performance, I definitely prefer Riddler in this than the Batman, even though I still love the Batman Riddler. Two-Face, I still really enjoyed in this movie. I know people are going to hate me for that. Val Kilmer's Batman was really good. You know, yeah, Nicole Kidman was great as Dr. Chase. Chase, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. Robin was great in this. Dick Grayson was great. Alfred was great. The comedy worked for me. Um, the story also worked, and it's just a good classical movie. And now, like, so many people are like, "Oh, it's not dark enough" or whatever. Oh, yeah, it's actually pretty dark at points. So, um, a little old for Robin. I'll admit, yeah, but I still prefer. Like, I was okay with it just because he's a freaking, like, I don't know. I view him as like a teenager. Yeah, because the cheesiness, David, um, actually felt like something would be a comic book. Like, sorry to say this, but Riddler and Two Face joining up together and having a lair with brainwaves and all that's like in Gotham Harbor or whatever seems like something in the comic book. So I mean, I accepted. I was like, okay, this is good. This is good. I think my biggest negative with it is the CGI effects, and I also want to say the score in this movie is phenomenal. Batman's theme in this, and this might be a shocker for everyone. I prefer this Batman theme the best out of all the Batman themes. Uh, well, maybe besides Michael Keaton's theme, but this one I feel like understands the epicness of what Batman is actually. And the Batman movie, the latest one, did have a fantastic theme as well. That's one thing with Batman themes, but I still love that Tommy Lee Jones and Carrie hated each other. Yeah, they did, but guess what? It seemed like they were best friends in the movie. That's the funny thing. Um, what's another thing? Um, trying to think of what else I can really bring up. The character arcs in this movie was really good as well. Especially the one with just Batman playing period. I like the character arc for Batman a whole lot. Trying to think of some other stuff because I don't want to say everything. I want to just like kind of just wait for Dylan, honestly. But yeah. You know what? I'm actually gonna bring up the Batman theme just to show to everyone how good the Batman theme is. Forever.
Once your garden starts producing, is it hard to keep up?
Okay, I don't need garden tips. Love the theme. I really do. So much.
Okay, sorry about that. Setting up my timer for 18 minutes so I make sure I don't burn my pizza.
Okay.
With that said, have you gone over the comments? It seems like you have.
Yes, I have actually.
All right, so getting into, because I heard a little bit of what you were saying about the movie. Yeah, you know what? I have to admit this. The CGI in this film, it's really not that bad. There was only one time in the movie, and it was in the very beginning, where I really, and you know, Nindroid, it's when they're going over like the sea with those twists and turns of the
Well,
camera.
yeah, and they were going to Wayne Enterprises. That's
Yeah,
what
Wayne
they
Enterprise,
started,
and boy, that looked like a video game. I'm sure that looked impressive back then, but man, it looks just like a video game to me.
Mm-hmm.
It did not look that good. But everything else in the movie, everything else, I really ended up liking. And strangely, I can't find one thing I don't like about the film. Hilariously, because it seems like everyone hates Batman Forever, according to you, Nindroid, but I
Well,
really ended up liking every part of it.
yeah, there's a lot of people. A lot of people hate Batman and Robin more, but
Mhm.
Batman Forever is also hated.
Yeah,
And
this is really kind of my speed. And what's crazy is there's like 5 different storylines going on in this movie. And granted, by the way I say that, just the very notion that there's more than 1 or 2 storylines to a movie, already you're gonna be like, nope, stay away from it. It's probably not gonna be good. But strangely, they actually make all 5 storylines not only work, but get payoff, which is really entertaining. We have not only Batman getting his girl, which, yeah, Batman gets the girl, who cares? It's always the car, right? But we have what's going on with Two-Face. Two-Face, you know, we hear his backstory. It's pretty brief. He basically just ended up getting scarred by acid, and he blames Batman for it, even though technically Batman tried to save the dude's life. But he got scarred and wants payback on Batman, so that's his whole thing.
Yeah.
And then we have the Riddler, who was just one of his workers turned absolutely nuts. And believe me, in the beginning of the film, I thought he was pretty nuts already, but dang, did he go insane. And the longer he goes in the movie, the more insane he gets. And the more insane he gets, the more I actually like the Riddler. The Riddler was honestly the best the best part of the Batman to me. And I really did like the Riddler in the Batman. I just didn't exactly enjoy the Batman as a movie, but I did enjoy the Riddler at least. But what actually does amaze me in the end, and it's so hilarious, the Riddler was the best part of this movie just because of how insanely crazy and nuts they made him. Just by the end of the film, this dude should be just in a straitjacket. But I loved it. I loved every second of the Riddler on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Another thing that I think both of us should be talking about, and maybe because we're music guys.
Yes, the score.
Score was
Dude, that's the thing about the Batman that I have the biggest problem with. It's not necessarily the movie, it's the score. Now, I know what everyone's going to say about that. I like the Batman score in the movie. I don't think it should be the entire score of the film. That's the problem I have with that movie. Maybe if there was a little less of that dark, moody music in that movie, I could maybe get behind more of the humorous aspects that are in that movie. In this movie, however, the score is perfect. It's dark when it needs to be, but man, especially whenever Riddler is on screen, it's just
very bright. At least, like it feels like something Riddler, because Riddler is he freaking has question marks all over his freaking suit, and he wears a green hat, a cane, and all the other stuff. You really think he's gonna be taken seriously? No.
Yeah, I don't think the Riddler would be taken seriously at all, my friend.
No. That's why they had to remodel him for the Batman movie, where they made him,
a little bit crazier than normal, yeah. But no, I liked it. And what's really funny is that, when it came to Two-Face, again, here I thought the Two-Face storyline, when the Riddler showed up, the Two-Face storyline was going to end up going nowhere. Maybe they pay off in a different film. No, he teams up with the Riddler, or I should say the Riddler teamed up with him, and they both go after Batman. Which was great. And then just like right in the middle of the film, we get introduced to, and I had no idea that this character was going to be even in this movie. I didn't even realize it was him until like the bomb went off. That we got Robin in this, and like that's a whole nother storyline where like wait, there's a fourth storyline to this.
It's an
hour in. You're introducing some random new storyline that we have no focus on until an hour in, and hilariously, it works. What I really get from Batman's character is that he understands what Robin is actually going through, and he wants to help him, but he's unwilling to help him because of his own memories of his past. It's not till his butler convinces him that he does need to show him the way, to guide him. And I love that line that he says. I can't remember exactly what it is. You probably do and enjoyed, but the line was similar to "You're encouraging him." No, I'm guiding him, or something like that, because he needs to be guided.
That's exactly what he actually said. Now that you said that, that's exactly what Alfred said.
That was such a great line from Alfred. That was such a fantastic line.
And then it actually felt rewarding when Oh yeah, let's talk about Robin's suit.
Yeah, okay. This was a very creative. So the thing is, man, we all know this. When it comes to old, and it's not just DC, it's Marvel too. When it comes to old suits, they're a joke. They're a joke. They don't look good at all. They're a joke. Even the first Iron Man suit is a joke. It's just a joke. But the fact is that we know Robin's backstory is that he came from a circus, and in the circus, that's his suit. His circus suit is the suit for Robin from the comics. I found that creative, that they did that. But of course, his real super suit looks way better. Even for an old super suit, it looks way better than what they had in the comic books.
David actually quoted the real line. Young men with a taste of vengeance need a little encouragement. They need guidance.
I love that line. That's the exact line.
Yeah.
Dude, that line just means so much. And it means so much for both characters as well. Not just Batman, but Robin as well.
Yeah.
And it actually makes him seem like a father figure to Robin, which is it's interesting how that was weird.
Was that
it's just my phone was just going off. But I better go check the pizza after I say this line. Yeah, but it's interesting how different some of these characters really end up being, because in movies today, like usually we need at least a full movie for one character's progression to understand and connect to these characters, right? Mm-hmm. Then you go back to this movie and what it sets up, and literally you connect to all of the characters all at once. Like it's actually really impressive. This movie literally makes what is done today look like a joke. So I'm gonna go check on my pizza. You go ahead and continue.
Yes. I am gonna talk about. Just hang on a minute.
Pizza is good. Just 8 minutes left on the pizza.
Yep.
All right. So back to this movie.
Let's bring up this Sean's comment. I want to talk about this comment so badly.
Oh boy, Batman Forever over BBS.
Yeah, I think we both agree.
1,000%.
You know,
Oh my god.
and guess what? I prefer both villains in Batman Forever over Lex. Sorry. I mean, I still like Lex a
Lex
whole lot.
Luthor was the best. Lex Luthor was the only good part of that movie to me when no one else liked Lex Luthor.
I still like Batman in that movie. Ben Affleck's performance of Batman and the voice modulator for Batman, I enjoyed a whole lot. I just think the story and what they did, like Superman felt like a bland, emotionless character. You know, I didn't care about Lois Lane in that movie. I didn't care about all these reporters, the politics, the this and that, this and that. It's like they didn't really develop and make a good payoff either. And then
No, they didn't.
you know, and then they killed off Bat as Superman at the end. It's like, well, why should we care? Because this guy is emotionless.
Yep, and nobody just liked
You know?
Superman from the first movie, and now you
Yeah.
made him even worse. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's just something that I really enjoyed about this film is that, okay, yeah, the story of Batman is dark, it is dingy, it is greenery, but the thing is, while I do like dark and dingy stories, I mean, for God's sakes, I read Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man. I like what's the best way to put it?
You
Humor.
like some light-hearted stuff.
Light-hearted humor mixed in with the darkness.
Light
It just
and
kind
dark.
of
Light and dark. You want light
yeah.
and there
Exactly.
needs to be a balance between the two, light and dark. Which,
And in this film, again, you have Batman's traumatic backstory. You have Robin's traumatic backstory. You have everything that's going on with the Riddler, and yet, really, and maybe that's why I love the Riddler so much in this movie, is he's the jokester in this movie. Like, I say jokester, hint, hint to the jokester, right? But the jokes in this movie, the humor in this movie, it's right up my alley. It makes the film entertaining, and something that I just remember from watching, really not so much Batman versus Superman, but Man of Steel. Oh my god, dude. Halfway through the movie, I thought we were done, and I turned to you like, the movie's about to end, right?
it seems like you like the DC villains, though, out of all.
I tend to like the villains more than the actual heroes. What is that?
Like,
I always like villains. I like
it's
Darth
like
Vader.
you like. Well, no, let me go through the list. You like Joker. You also like Joker in Batman 1989. You liked Riddler, both Riddlers. You liked Two-Face. You liked Zod. Zod was the best part of Man of Steel. I agree with that. Lex Luthor you liked. You like Steppenwolf, right? From Justice League? Yeah, so
I did.
basically that, and then also you like Deathstroke and Teen Titans, right? Like,
Oh,
yeah.
dude, he was the best part of that.
Yeah. So see, there's a lot of you like the DC villains a lot.
Villain guy. You know what? Seriously, think about it. I like Darth
Honestly,
Vader.
I think DC, and see, this is one thing with me.
I like
DC
Loki.
DC keeps their villains alive more than Marvel does, and I actually love that. Like, what does Riddler do? He goes to jail at the end of this. They don't just kill him off. And same thing in the Batman movie. Riddler's in jail, Joker's in jail, and all this other stuff. So then, if they wanted to, they could just bring them back. Where with all the Marvel villains, they usually just freaking die. So yeah.
Yeah, they have that problem where they continuously just. I love Marvel villains as well. You have Loki, you have Thanos, but
I still think DC's villains are better for the majority. Now, if we're talking
no
Spider-Man
villain's better
villains,
than Thanos.
if we're talking about Spider-Man villains, then I can argue. Like, I can be
You
like,
know what? That's something that I also wanted to bring up. The way that the Riddler feels in this movie feels just like the Green Goblin to me. A little bit more crazy than the Green Goblin, but you get my picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about Batman's character arc in this movie.
Did you like Cheetah? I don't think I've seen Cheetah yet.
No, you have not. That's a Wonder Woman villain from Wonder Woman 1984.
I'll eventually see that, Deshaun.
Yeah. David said that.
David. Sorry, David.
Deshaun
But,
also said, fuck that fruity pebble Jolly Rancher Lex.
Lex Luthor was brilliant in that movie. It was the only good part about the film.
I don't care. I liked Lex.
And you know what? That's another thing, because so I was actually hanging out. You know, Ninja. I was actually hanging out with Geeky Guy. Shoutouts to Geeky Guy. I was hanging out with his group the other night. We were watching a couple of movies for the past 2 nights. And we were just having conversation over it. And something that really just kind of struck me is, dude, if the banter doesn't work in the movie, then it's over. And Batman versus Superman, they almost have nothing to talk about in that movie. In this movie, the banter between Batman and every single character works so well.
Yeah. Yeah, and also the jokes in this movie actually work as well. Like, I laughed when... Okay, so...
Dude, I gotta go get my pizza.
All right, I'm going to talk about Nicole Kidman's character, Chase. She, in this movie... Okay, so, David, you missed a lot then, because in the beginning of the live stream... I showed Dylan Batman Forever because I showed him 1989, and then like I showed him that like maybe 5 or 6 months ago. And then then I'm like, all right, well, what's a DC movie that he would like? So then I said, all right, Batman Forever. He really enjoyed it, so now we're gonna watch Batman and Robin tonight. I'm gonna show it to him. And then I'm going to go back and he's going to watch Batman Returns, which I'm excited to watch all the Batman movie. Like, my God, it's been a while. And then I'm going to show him the old Superman movies, at least the first 2, and Superman Returns, at least. So, yeah. Hang on a second. What's up, Kavari? What's up? Mr. Dylan over here has seen Batman Forever.
Oh no! What's up, Kavari, my man? Kavari, this guy over here has showed me my mistake.
Yeah, they have showed him like Batman Forever,
and it was probably I'm not gonna say the best DC film I've ever seen, but I really had a blast. Like, legit, how many times did I laugh in that movie, man?
Oh no, bro, there's a lot of good jokes. Like see, that's the thing. Like Batman saying, so okay, can we talk about his girlfriend?
Yeah, but real quick, legit, there wasn't a second I wasn't entertained by the film. That's incredible for me to like a DC film and not find entertainment.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Let's talk about Chase. That's Batman's girl in this movie. She was
was
actually
interesting.
she was an interesting, good character. I actually
Yeah.
have to admit, she's a good love interest. She's
Yeah,
like
she was.
she's like honestly with Batman, I just love Batman's line where he's like, "I don't have much luck with women," because that's
Mhm.
true. Because
He really doesn't.
in the previous movie, he had Catwoman. So
Yikes.
just think about that for God's sake. And uh, his first girlfriend, Vicky Vale or whatever, she left him as well. So that was the
Yeah.
one in 1989. She left as
I
well.
remember that one. I remember
So
that one.
I
You know
like
what? I swear, even though it's weird because the girl from this movie, at first I thought it was the same girl, but I'm glad it's not. She just felt more like a character, whereas the other one just felt like a damsel in distress. No
yeah,
need to
yeah,
actually,
yeah, yeah,
go and deal
yeah,
with her.
and also
This one actually
It's
felt like she could connect to
It's
Batman.
funny, and she even goes through kind of a character arc herself, where she just
Yeah,
wants to sleep with Batman so much that then she realizes, no, I need
she
someone
actually
better.
cares for someone, and
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
it's not Batman, it's Bruce Banner, which is obviously
Bruce
better.
Wayne.
I said Bruce
Wayne. Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne, Bruce Wayne, not Bruce Banner.
Oh
Bruce
my
Banner.
god. You're gonna have to get used to all these,
I am gonna have to get used to him. Yeah, obviously Bruce Wayne, which honestly is a better moment. But what I really liked about her too, man, what was that scene where, she is obviously trying to, yeah, but she is actually trying to actually tell him why, tell him what she's actually feeling. She explains her job to him about her and how she works for like the mental patients and all of that. And
Mhm.
I don't know, it made her an interesting character because
Yeah,
as it just she could almost connect to Batman, which
yeah.
is a lot better than just some random damsel in distress
Okay.
character that no one's cared about.
I want to talk about Two-Face now because I'm like one of the biggest Two-Face's fans. Like I love the
Two
Two-Face
Face was great in
character.
this movie.
I love
I do have to admit this. Again, it's an older film, so I really can't I really can't put this film down for this that much. But they could have done better with his makeup.
Oh no.
However,
No,
it's an
I
older
think his
film.
no 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 no. I think his makeup is perfect in this movie. I like his look. This is comic book accurate. Him. Well, no, in the comics, instead of it being pink, it was green.
Hmm.
His other side of his face was
Yeah.
green. I like
Actually, it was a really good turn when he came on screen. You saw him, and
yeah.
you saw his normal face and everything, and then he just looks at the camera and you see both sides. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh dang,
Yeah, then
because
he's
I
like,
didn't know
"Blind
anything about Two Face. So,
voodoo luck."
yep,
And he's like,
that was
let's
great.
flip for it. And then he flips the coin, which I love how they also defeat him. Just Batman throws tons of coins and he's like, what? No, because that's one thing with Two-Face. That's how you technically have to defeat him because everything is with that coin. That coin decides what he's going to do. Am I going to kill you? Flip. Oh, you know what? Maybe another day. Flip. Okay, I'm gonna try to kill you. It's
And
like,
that was a good line that he said as well when he flips the coin. It says, "Yes, better live bait for the bat." I actually got a kick out of that line. I
yeah.
can't believe I got a kick out of that line.
Also, when Batman goes to the freaking so he gets the bat signal. So then he goes to the bat signal, and it's Chase there, and then he's like, "The bat signal's not used for gang hookups." And then Batman's like, "Chicks dig the car, right? Is that what you're here for?" No, the rubber. And then he's like, "No." Then he just runs up. He goes down to the car, and then what does he say in the Batmobile? Woman. And then he just drives off. I love that. This woman.
You know
and
what? I actually. Okay, I have to admit this. Okay, the dialogue in that entire scene makes every moment of me want to roll my eyes, and yet
I
it
still
was
enjoy
way
it.
better. Oh, hold on. It was way better. Like legit. It was cringy, but it was way better than I don't like sand.
Oh yeah, no, I
It's
actually
rough.
bought.
It's
No,
coarse. It's irritating.
I bought their romance in this movie, even though the dialogue was there. I still bought it. Like I'm like, yeah,
You were
Yeah.
still able to buy it, you know?
yeah.
And that's good.
Another thing.
That's good.
Also,
Good chemistry between the characters.
So when Batman was talking, so when he was gonna reveal to Chase that he was Batman, the way he actually explained his origin story was unique, and I actually felt like something for like I forgot all about that scene where he's like, when my parents passed away, he was talking about his father's journal. His father's journal, his father wrote in it every single day of Bruce's life, and now that he's dead, it's not going to be the same. And he took that journal and he ran out in the backyard and he fell down and he saw a bat.
And you know what else, dude?
Scared
I
of-
just love that it was one single bat. No offense to the Batman movie, but like 100 bats rising them into the sky. I'm evil Batman.
That's BVS. Batman
Yeah.
versus Superman.
Dude,
So-
I just loved the one single bat that showed up.
Yeah, me too.
That was just great.
I like that. And see, that's the also the entire look of this movie just looks like a comic book. I gotta also say that, like,
I also liked his suit. Like, honestly, I legit liked his armor. Like, normally the whole Batman armor, I'm like, oh, come on, just make it look cool or something. Like, I don't really care. No, his suit actually legit looks possible in this movie.
and they also Robin's look.
Robin looked great as well.
Very good as they did dark red, and they basically grabbed the Nightwing attire and they just put on Robin, which
It looks better. It looks better like that. Yeah.
It looks better. What's another thing that I can say?
It doesn't clash so much with Batman's, even though it does clash.
They actually went into the Batcave and they destroyed it. Still love that.
Yeah, dude, the fact that they actually destroyed the Batman cave is fantastic. Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face may not be comic accurate to me, but I still like his vision.
No. Actually, that is comic book accurate, too.
Yeah, it is, and it was fantastic.
I'm sorry, that is comic book accurate, Two-Face. I don't understand. I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay. I really ended up just enjoying the entire film. And the whole thing, yeah, it's interesting because for me, I can't find one thing that I didn't like about the film. It's dated. There are some lines that could be. What I would love to see is this entire storyline stay the way it is, just updated with better dialogue, and I think it would probably, if this movie came out today, I think it would probably be the best film we have in terms of the DCU if this film came out today, updated. But I enjoyed the chemistry. Again, the dialogue was kind of annoying. I enjoyed the chemistry between Batman and his girl, though it felt believable. It felt plausible, I also really enjoyed Robin's character. I also enjoyed Two-Face. His motivation for trying to kill Batman is very reasonable, very understandable. Not saying that it's a good thing, but at least you understand both his and the Riddler's reasoning for hating Batman in this movie, which is fantastic. Overall, what score would you give this movie? And enjoyed?
I give it a 9 out of 10 for right now, just because I like Batman 1989 actually better. And that's just because probably that was the first Batman movie I've seen. Okay,
Yep.
that's probably why. But also I think there's maybe like I think it's a 9 out of 10 for me. That's just
Yeah.
for me though. Like I have different tastes in like the DC in all movies, like Marvel stuff. Like I'm there like, okay, is it comic accurate? Is it this? Is it that? Like I look into the comic book movies and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Um
Out of 10, David. Out of 10.
he
Yeah.
gave it a 7, as you can see.
Oh, he gave it a 7?
Yeah, he gave it a 7. And
Oh,
then
okay.
out of 4, he said 2.5. So that's half.
Oh, okay.
Basically
I see.
said.
For me, I have to actually say this, and this is not a score I give easily. Okay, this score I give to anything that I perceive as perfect, and for me, I'm a very, very hard critic to anything. I never give anything if I loved it, you will know that I loved it if I give it a 9. You will know that I really enjoyed it if I give it an 8. You know that I liked it if I give it a 7. If it's perfect, I will give it a 10 out of 10. And I can't believe I'm saying this for a Batman film. For a Batman film, let me repeat myself. A DC Batman film. I will legit stand here and give this movie a 10 out of 10. This is a movie I would actually like to go see. That's right. This movie is on par with the greats, such as, and there are many greats out there, such as Star Wars Episode 6, Star Wars Episode 3. There are many, many films out there that I really do enjoy and think are absolutely perfect and give a 10 out of 10. Again, it's a rating that I give very sparingly, though. This movie I actually gave a 10 out of 10. What the heck? What the heck? Of all the movies to give a 10 out of 10, I give Batman
I'm very
Forever.
excited to see what you think of Batman and Robin, because I have no expectations on what you're gonna think about it, because I mean, I'm there like, yeah, it's a okay movie. Like that's what I thought about Batman and Robin first time. I haven't seen it since my first time. That's the
And it's
funny thing.
interesting because,
Because I might actually like it more now, So I'm like,
yeah, and it's interesting because I believe I gave Batman 1989, which, yeah, I had problems with the Joker in that movie, actually. I believe I gave that movie like a 7. I think I gave that movie a 7. Man of Steel, I gave like a 7, but now I changed it to like a 4. That movie is so bad. No, I can't believe I'm giving a Batman movie a 10 out of 10. This was actually an epic film. Like, I really enjoyed it. And maybe it's because I'm on the hype train, but I'm going to be honest with you. As much as it made Batman and Robin feel like characters. Two-Face was entertaining. The Riddler is the best part of this movie. And it's interesting because I just have a thing for wacky villains, I guess, because I like the Joker from the Joker movie. V for Vendetta was pretty good. I really enjoyed Lex Luthor from...
Yeah.
The Riddler is the best part of this movie.
So if Warner Brothers gave me a movie, just one movie, and they told me to like make a movie set within the Joker universe of the standalone Joker movie, what I would do?
The Riddler?
I would do one of Two-Face, and this is why.
That would be good.
So much so much that you can do, because Two-Face was a district attorney and all that. So you could show how the acid screws him up and makes him a schizophrenic and why he's so obsessed with the coin and stuff like that. It can be a really good character study movie for the schizophrenic people. You know how Joker was the mentally
Yeah.
ill. What
Mm-hmm.
about schizophrenic
That could
people?
be really
You know?
interesting, actually.
Like that's what I
Really
think
dark.
Harvey
If
Dent.
you put in that right type of humor, just like the Joker had, because people don't realize that the Joker. I'm not wanting to say this I'm being hurtful or anything, but you watch the Joker movie, there are actually some moments that I generally laugh at. The Joker's terrifying, but it's the Joker.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
If you got that type of humor, and that's the thing, just like what you said earlier, dark, light, put them together. If you do it the right way, I tend to enjoy myself.
But yeah, that's what I would say. And you know what? I might actually, me personally, sometime I might actually write a script or like a story pitch of that because I really think like Two-Face, like I think it could even be like people would fear Two-Face. Yes, freaking Two-Face is one of the. It's a burnt freaking half of his face. Like my God, and you could really dive deep into how the human brain works and what triggers two personalities and almost like what Moon Knight kind of did, but
Yes.
with a
And Moon
villain.
Knight was epic. Moon Knight is another thing I
No,
loved.
but a villain though doing.
Yeah, but villain. That
Yeah,
would be much
exactly.
more entertaining. Actually, that
Yeah,
would be much more entertaining.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's
No,
what.
honestly, when it comes to what makes a good villain to me, it's the more depth you can give a villain. Even if you don't have a lot of time, there was actually a lot of depth to Two-Face's character within this movie alone, even though he didn't have as much time as the Riddler. That's why I like. If you can give a lot of depth to a villain, the more depth, the better. I like Two-Face. I like Riddler in this movie. Riddler was obviously the standout for me,
Yeah.
but
No. Yeah. Jim Carrey was great in the movie as Riddler.
you know what though? You know what's funny? And it's probably because obviously this movie came out so long ago. Jim Carrey looked so young in the movie. I didn't recognize him until you said it was Jim Carrey.
And then Tommy Lee Jones was great as Two-Face, which, see, that's the thing. There's the two of them, they don't get along well, Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey. So it's just funny how
They paid it off in the movie though.
they hate each other in real life, but in the movie, they're best friends, basically, you know?
Well, isn't that true? Isn't that just how it goes? Your best friend is your worst enemy. I mean, you and I know about that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. 100. I hate you so much,
dude.
buddy.
I hate you too, man. Oh, dude. I hate you more for actually getting me into Batman, for God's sakes.
What else is new? I mean, I know I can do it. I can make anyone a Batman. I can make anyone a Star Wars fan. I can make anyone a Marvel fan. You just
Dude, this was actually legit really good. I'm actually really impressed with how much. And that's the thing. When you said we were gonna watch Batman versus Superman, I was just excited to just hang out, you know. But I was actually, when the movie first started, I was actually rolling my eyes like, okay, I better just sit back, better just relax, better not, go over every single little tiny detail of stuff I hated. Dude, I was actually, and that's the thing.
You were invested with this story. That's the thing. It's like your brain turned off and you watched it and you're like, oh. I was
not only that, but and like this is something that it's a problem for everybody. I try not to do it, but when you have a certain aspect of something that you don't like, when you go into it, you're looking for something to hate, right? I actually feel like I was looking for something to hate in the entire film, and I can't find it. That's how much the movie was good.
There's something that, oh my God, what I hate so much, the outdated effect with Wayne Manor.
Yes.
Or Wayne, that is the biggest negative. That's why I give it a 2 out of 10, just because of that. Just because of Wayne Enterprises look. No way.
No,
but, yeah.
no, like Honestly, I can't find one thing I didn't like about the film, and that's really difficult because for me, even though I like something, there's usually one or two things that I can usually find that will lower my score to a 9. This is a 10 without a doubt, a 10 out of 10, which is impressive. With that said, we've been going on for an hour. I really don't have much more to say about the Batman Forever other than the title of this should be The Riddler Forever. I'm going to call it The Riddler Forever from now on. I really did enjoy this movie, and I do plan to watch not only more movies with my buddy Android, but do more of these reviews with you guys in the future. On Monday, actually, I plan to do a anime catch-up live stream with my buddy Sour. Don't know if he's going to be able to make it or not, but I'm going to go live whether he does or not. That should be fun. Look forward to it. With that said, thank you guys for watching. And Nindroid, go ahead and tell people where they can find you at, man.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna get back into YouTube. I want to do some more DC and Marvel videos because I'm actually in a superhero type of mood. I'm not in a Star Wars mood, believe it or not, and I just want to talk about DC more. Like I don't know. So I'm gonna start doing some reviews, and what's a interesting thing, Dylan? Maybe we should rank all the Batman movies at some point. If you're still there. But anyway, yeah, guys, go check me out. And
that would be interesting. I did leave for a second so I could grab my dinner, but yeah, that would be interesting to rank
all
the films.
Batman films would be pretty good.
Just ranking all the DC films that I've seen would probably be better.
Yeah, that's
I think that Batman versus Superman, at least standing right now, Batman versus Superman is honestly second only to the Joker movie, which I really enjoyed.
Oh, you mean Batman Forever? No,
Batman Forever.
You said Batman versus Superman.
Oh my god!
What the heck? I'm like, what the heck, buddy?
Yeah, I got that wrong. Yeah, no, the Batman Forever is second only to probably the Joker for the best DC movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, Team Batman.
Unfortunately, I'm actually becoming a Batman fan. Great. Lord help us all. With that said, guys, you guys can, of course, find me on Nindroid's channel, Sour's Dead channel, if you guys want to check that out, or Austin's channel.
Austin's
Shout out
channel
to my buddy Sour's channel.
Sour's channel and Austin's channel is kind of dead right now, so
hey, our channels were dead for a while. We're trying to bring them back. So
hey, look, at least I did some live streams.
At least I put out some videos on mine. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. And with that said, we are out. Bye, guys.